Jack to my mom's, and then I have my OB appointment today. Whew, feeling, woo. I know you want McDonald's, but Chick-fil-A is on the way to Mama's. McDonald's is back the other way. The only thing this child will eat is McDonald's. Thank you.
There's your small coat.
Thank
Get the rest. All right. Peace sausage and nothing in the house brown.
Thank you.
Good day, guys.
I'm gonna go into my appointment and then make a Target run to get a few more things on my baby must-have list, and then when we get home I will go through all of my like baby must-haves for you mommies out there. I love watching videos like this because I feel like you get a lot of ideas, like maybe stuff that you wouldn't have tried yourself. So, and I had a couple friends that were like, hey, my first time mom, like tell me what do I need and what don't I need. So we're gonna go through all of the baby must-haves today, and we're gonna go listen to Miss Emmy, and yeah, so let's do it.
We both know it's too late, but I think you already know. Cause it shows that every time you're around I try to stay on the low, but it grows. That crazy feeling that I want you here with me, I wanna push it on.
Okay guys, so now we are gonna show you my top baby must-have items. This could be an insanely long list, but I've tried to condense it down to like my top, like ride or die, no matter what, you have to have these items if you're gonna have a baby. I realize there are so many different ways you could take this video, so I'm gonna try to do like my personal favorites, like things that I have used that are like tried and true and that I've used with my other kids and I'm gonna use with my third baby. I have a lot of stuff. So let's just get right into it so that I can show you mommies what my top baby must-haves are. So for baby clothing, you could really go super crazy and get tons of clothing. What I think is really important is to have some basic essentials that you know you're gonna need. So I always like to have just some basic onesies. These are short sleeve because I don't know how cool it's gonna be when she's born. I'm 33 weeks right now and her due date's September 28th, and in Indiana it could be cool or it could still be hot. So I just got these organic cotton by Gerber basic newborn size onesies. I don't anticipate that she is gonna need the bigger size, but if you do think your baby is measuring bigger, you might want to go ahead and get the 3-month size. I know some babies are bigger than others. Mine are typically pretty petite, so I just got the newborn of the basic snap onesies. So another item that I think is an absolute must-have for any mom, whether it's your first baby, second baby, whatever, are the Swaddle Me sleep sacks. So they're actually this very soft cottony material, and they look like this. They're going to open up, baby's little legs go in there, and they Velcro so that you can just wrap them and then it Velcros on the sides. I have 4 right now. I'm probably gonna buy another pack. They come in like packs of 1 or 2, but I just think these are really awesome. They're so helpful so that you don't have to like be constantly like re-swaddling. They just, and especially if your baby likes a swaddle, my kids always wiggled out of them, but at first it's just really nice to be able to swaddle them really quickly, especially if you're a first-time mom and you've never swaddled before. These are really great, and you can layer them to make them warmer. So if you're, you know, due in December and it's really cold outside or whatever reason you want to keep them nice and snuggled, you can do another blanket over top of this or even under it. Here we go. So it has like this Swaddle Me, and they have them in different sizes, different colors. This is the small, so newborn up to like, I think not 6 months, newborn up to like 3 or 4 months in these. So the Swaddle Me sleep wraps are really like a must-have for me personally. And then of course we have to have blankets. So these are my personal favorite blankets to swaddle with, are the muslin blankets. Are a softer and thinner blanket, but I personally like that because especially with my due date being in September, I don't know what the temperature is going to be like, so you can add layers and always make it warmer if you need to. And they come in a million different colors. Target has their own brand of them, or you can just get like the actual like cotton muslin blankets off Amazon. I will link everything in the description box below that are my personal favorite. These two came from the Chickpea brand, and I really like these. They're that peachy color, and everything I've been buying Emerson has been in like a peach. So I have two of these. This one is from Target. It's the Cloud Island brand, and I grabbed that one. And then this one is one that a friend gave me, and it's so soft and smooth from being like used and washed. It just feels so good. That's one thing I do like about these, is as you use them and wash them, they get softer instead of getting like piley and like harder. So those are my favorite for swaddling. A must have, especially if you're going to be nursing, is a nursing cover, depending on how you feel about it. I'm not going to argue about nursing slash formula feeding, but I have nursed all of my kids, exclusively breastfed both of my older kids. And so I got this when I was pregnant with Jackson. It is an Aiden and Anais brand, and it is that same like thin cotton muslin fabric, but it's really nice because it has a little thing that can go right up around. And I always loved this because it's very thin material, so it doesn't get too hot, because that was always my worry with my first one, was it was so freaking hot trying to nurse her under blankets, and I hated it. And so this is really nice, and it has like this little wire right here. Oh, I lied, this isn't Aiden and Anais, this is Baby Ulay. I'm sorry about that. So again, I'll link the links to all of this in the description so you guys can look at it, but it has an actual like structured wire here that goes around so you can see. So if you are a first-time mom and you're struggling to latch, maybe you're out, maybe you just don't want to show, you know, I totally understand. It's going to be really easy for you to just look straight down and just position this over top whichever breast you're going to nurse from. So I always loved it. As you can see, it is not like completely like, it's not sheer, but it's not like totally opaque either. So it's light enough that if you have a baby born in the summer, that this is going to be really nice. I highly recommend it, and it's just, this is just the perfect one. I've tried several different nursing blankets out, and this is just the one that I stuck with. Again, this is the Baby Olay. Baby Olay, and then it has these little rings here, and then you can just slip that through and adjust it. It's also really great just as a blanket. I used to use it on him in the car seat, and it's also washable in the washer. So that was another great thing about it. My personal favorite item to have as far as clothing goes for a newborn is the footed sleepers with the zips, and if it has a little cuff on the edge of the hand that you can cuff over, even better. And then my reasoning for that is, for one, it's going to be a lot easier doing a zip than it is a button, especially in the middle of the night when you're sleep deprived and your baby's crying and they need their diaper changed. So I really like those. The footed ones obviously I like because it's going to keep them warmer. And then if you can find ones with the little cuffs on the edges, a cuff over them, then you don't have to put on the mittens, so it's just a one and done type deal. So I have, these are I have a lot of newborn ones, and then a lot of like 0 to 3 months. So I stock up a lot on them because, for one, you're probably going to go through 3 to 4 outfits a day, just depending on baby, depending on if they have poop blowouts, if they spit up. So you're going to want to have a lot of these on hand. They don't have to be like really expensive. These are all like Carter's or from Target, or, you know, Walmart brand. And then my mother-in-law got a bunch from like a secondhand kids shop. So you can be, I think, a little more frugal with these and get more, because you're gonna need more of these as opposed to some of the other items you might want to spend more money on. So you know, I just have several, and I do have some that button up. I try to only put those on in the daytime. Most of them are the zip up, like I said, with the little footed. So it just makes it so much easier. And yes, it is really fun to dress them up in cute little outfits to go to the doctor's appointments and stuff, but and especially if your baby's born in like the winter, this might just be a better option. It's a lot easier. It keeps them covered, it keeps them warm. It's a one and done type of deal. So I personally like to stock up on a lot of these because all of my kids always went through, I swear, like 5 or 6 onesies a day. And so, and if you're doing that in outfits like tops, onesies, and bottoms, that could just be a lot. So these are one of my absolute favorites. And of course, you can get every color, style, print, anything you want. My go-to places are Walmart, Target, and I do like the Carter's store. Online you'll get better deals, and then the Children's Place is also a good one too. You'll get a lot of really good deals. So those are the footed sleepers. I have millions. Something that I underestimated as a first-time mom was a car seat cover. So my first daughter was born in the heat of August, so I didn't feel like I needed to cover the car seat, but for shade, like shade of the sun, like it just became so annoying to like the shade of the car seat didn't fit. So for him and then for this baby, I have one that my friend actually gave me this one, and it just went so perfectly with the colors that we're already doing with the peachy and the pink and the mint. And so you'll find car seat covers have like these little Velcro. It may seem like a bougie type thing to buy, but I promise you it's going to make your life so much easier, because throwing a blanket over it makes it really hard to hold the handle, in my opinion. And so this is really nice. I really wanted this to be like a good video, and I feel like he's ruining it. And I really don't want to have to refilm this because I'm like a little halfway through. I'll just keep going. This is real life, guys. Sorry, it's not polished. But anyway, so these are going to go on your, so these are going to go on the handle to your car seat. And then this will go over. So it's really nice. You can kind of like adjust it however you want. But these are really nice. Like I said, I didn't ever think it was something that was essential the first time around, but then once I realized like how much the car seat canopy doesn't cover, it just became something that I was like, okay, next time around I'm definitely gonna have a canopy. And then my friend gave me this one so I didn't have to buy a new one. Moving on, let's talk about like still like fabric items. So obviously something you're gonna want are baby towels. Some people just get smaller towels. I personally do like the baby towels because they're gonna have the little hood, and then you'll be able to swaddle wrap them after bath. And so you can get these anywhere. I bought a bunch on clearance from Target that are in my washer right now. And so I do like to have these on hand. They will grow out of them. Like, I feel like once they hit like the 1 year mark, they kind of tend to, depending on how big your baby is, they grow out of them. But they're nice for at first when they're so little, and you can just scoop them up out of the bath, put this over their heads, and keep them nice and warm. So I have about 10 of these right now. And washcloths are something I don't have with me. They're in my washer. But the baby washcloths, I like to get the really soft ones. Just they're, you know, it's nice to have something to bathe them with, especially at first. You're going to be giving them washcloth baths anyway, and you might not want to submerge your baby every single night, depending on, you know, what your schedule's like, what you do. Some people like to bathe their babies every single night. I'm trying to remember if I bathed mine every night. I think I bathed mine every night once their belly button stump fell off, just because both my kids had very sensitive skin, and it seemed like having the bath just always helped lock the moisture in a little better. So baby towels and baby washcloths, absolutely a must. I keep anywhere from 8 to 10 towels, and then like 10 to 20 washcloths personally. And then of course bibs are a really big one. Now even when you're breastfeeding, I do feel like it is nice to have bibs because breastfed babies can still spit up. I do like having bibs on hand for that, and obviously as they get bigger too. Bibs are one of those things where you can have a ton of them because you're gonna go through a lot of them. So these are just a few that we got. They're really cute. Jack actually picked these out. They're like the unicorn print. I have another 10 pack, and then I am gonna get some more before she comes, but it's just nice to have them for feeding or just in general or after feeding, and you feel like they're gonna, you know, you just don't know. So bibs are definitely a must. And then going along with that, burp cloths are also a must. And burp cloths are another thing that I totally underestimated the first time around needing. I didn't think I was gonna need a whole bunch of them, like, oh, I'll just do laundry. But like literally you could go through 20 in one day, just depending on how many spit ups and spills, and you just don't know, you know, what can happen in a day with a newborn. So burp cloths are another one. Burp cloths are definitely a must, in my opinion. Target, Walmart, what is it called? Bye Bye Baby, you know, all of those places are gonna have burp cloths. Amazon is amazing. So a lot of the stuff you guys will see like are from Amazon. And then something else to go along with feeding is a Boppy pillow. So I got a Boppy for my daughter, my very first, and I used it with her and then with him, and I just love it. I underestimated it, but I'm so glad that I used it for nursing or even just holding baby, because it's going to help keep baby up here as opposed to like you slouching over, and it's already going to be hard maneuvering, nursing and everything. So the Boppy pillow, in my opinion, is just super essential. And I also like these for sitting them up on, or once they start getting bigger, you can also use them for tummy time or just laying them on too. And then of course we had to stick with our unicorn theme, so I got a new cover for this one, just to make it a little girly. But this is definitely something that if you are planning, I think regardless of whether you're nursing or bottle feeding, this will be really good. It's going to save your arms so much. And you can stack pillows under it and then put it around your waist and, you know, kind of adjust it to whatever position you want to use. But I think a Boppy pillow is an absolute must. Another thing that is a must for me is baby carriers. So I didn't baby wear really with my first daughter, and I wish I would have, because I feel like it would have made my life so much easier. She was so colicky and so fussy, and I feel like if I would have wrapped her up on me, it would have just saved us both a lot of heartache. But this is the MOBY Classic Wrap. I had one of these in a different color and it got lost, so my husband bought me a new one. I haven't got it out and washed it yet, but I am gonna do that. And it is just the MOBY Classic is literally like it wraps around you. And I'll do a whole video on like baby carriers and how to put them on and whatnot, because I know that that can be like the most overwhelming part of learning how to baby wear, is how to use it. But I love the MOBY for the newborn stage because you can really tailor it to what size they are. So no matter how small they are, the MOBY is going to be awesome because you can make it tighter, you can make it fit better. So I have this MOBY Classic Wrap, and again I'll link that. And then another carrier I do like for the newborn to 6-month stage is a ring sling. Now this is a TULA woven, so I not used any other ring slings because this one was just that good, but I know a lot of people have other ones that they really like, or if you have a recommendation for other mommies, comment down below and let us know which ones you like too, because I've just not used any others because I loved this one so much, and it's just so, like, it helps so much. So again, this is the TULA woven, and it's got the rings and this really pretty, you guys can tell I like teal stuff, right? So that is my other carrier. I do have a structured Lily Baby Essential for when they get bigger, and that one is really nice for, like, I would say like 6 months, 9 months, like when they get a little bigger, and you can backpack carry on that one, which is awesome. He loved that. And so these are my two like newborn must-have carriers though. And honestly, like if you're not a huge, I just wanted to try out different ones. I think if I had to pick, especially for cost reasons, I would go with the MOBY. It's a little more cost friendly and in my opinion easier to maneuver. However, once they hit like that 4-month stage and that growth spurt, they start feeling a little too big for the MOBY, in my personal opinion. I've seen people wear them till the babies are a lot bigger, but for my personal preference, I transitioned from the MOBY to the TULA around that 4-month stage because it just felt like the MOBY wasn't supportive enough after he got like his chunk on, and he did get his chunk on, let me tell you. Some obvious essentials are diapers. You are going to get diapers when you go to the hospital. They're going to give you diapers and wipes. I believe it's either like Huggies or Pampers, but I just picked up some more newborns. I have a combination of a bunch of different ones I'll show you guys. I've just bought several different kinds. I do plan on cloth diapering, so but that'll be more around like once she gets a little bigger. I personally don't like cloth diapering at first because you're changing so many diapers. So I got some disposables. This is the Hello Bello from Walmart. I've got Huggies, I've got Loves, I've got lots of different ones. So you just have to try out which ones work for you. Personally, I will say that I've tried the Honest diapers and I'm not a fan. My absolute favorite is probably the Target brand, like the Target brand, the Up and Up diapers. Those were the best on my kids' skin, and the absorbency in those was awesome. Better than like the Baby Dries from Pampers. So if you're like, you know, really looking for a good absorbent diaper, I like the Target brand, but I did just buy random different ones to try out too. I'll probably end up stocking up on more Target ones once it gets a little closer to my due date. I've also got the baby ear Q-tip swabs. I just think those are nice too, even for just like cleaning around their little eyes. And then my favorite pacifier has always been the SOOTHIE. My kids aren't big pacifier kids though. Neither of them like took to a pacifier. But I did like the SOOTHIEs for when they were little. They seemed to really like those over the other brands. I also picked up these Itsy Ritsy ones because they're just really cute. And then I've heard a lot of good things about the MAMs, so I got those. I've heard that breastfed babies tend to do better with the MAM pacifiers. So those are the ones I got. My recommendation is a SOOTHIE, and then maybe try out a couple different ones. The SOOTHIE is the one they're gonna get in the hospital. It's usually the ones that they'll give like right away. Now if you don't want them to give your baby a pacifier, you have to make that known or they'll do it. Wipes. Honestly, I don't have like a favorite brand of wipes, honestly. I do like these Hello Bello from Walmart because they are 99% water. Same as the water wipes, except a lot cheaper. The water wipes are expensive. Otherwise, I would probably use those. They're the gentlest, but these are 99% water. And I've used these on Jack and they seem to be pretty nice. Super like must have for any mom, like super must have, is some gas drops. So I know I had a pediatrician tell me that they didn't really think that these were effective. I think that they helped so much with both of my kids. So I think that the gas drops are an absolute must. This is the little remedies you can get like the Target or the Walmart brand too. But these were super helpful for both my kids. I use these, and then of course I think this is also a must, is gripe water, because you just don't know how fussy your baby's gonna be. And honestly, with my daughter, I wish I would have known more because she was the fussiest. With him, I already knew, so we were routinely doing the gas drops and the gripe water and the burping and all of that to help him, and so he wasn't as fussy of a baby. And I really think that every mom needs to have these two things for your baby, whether you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding. These are a must. And then we've got some other just typical things. This is the Boudreaux's butt paste. I like this. I don't have a favorite ointment in my, honestly, and they sent me like a big thing of this because my husband is friends with one of the guys that works for them, so I've got that. And then baby TYLENOL. definitely a must, especially when you're getting shots. You want to have something to help them with pain, and baby Tylenol, another big one. And then my personal favorite for baby wash is the Dove Sensitive. I use this on both of my older kids as well, and it took me a long time to try to figure out what worked. I used to use the Aveeno. I've used some of the Johnson & Johnson, and it's just so, it dries out their skin so much. And so this has been my absolute ride or die since he was a baby. So I use the Dove Sensitive Baby Wash. And then another newer one that I have tried on him that I really like is this DAPPLE Baby. I found it at Walmart. And it has two different scents. It has the sweet apple and then a lavender. I'm gonna get the lavender for Emmy, I think. But it also is non-toxic, hypoallergenic, plant-based, and it has a prebiotic botanical blend in it, which I think is awesome. So those are my must-haves as far as like bath time for soap. And you don't need a whole lot for a newborn, honestly, just teeny tiny little bit. And then some other just like fun accessory type things I like to have are like booties, and it's hard to know what they're gonna wear, but I picked up these two little booty moccasins for her, you know, for like her newborn shoot, or like if we're gonna be doing something and I want her to have like shoes. But I think having like a couple different sizes is a good idea. So I got these on clearance from Target. Also, Paci clips are a big one. So this is from Paci Catchers, and she hand makes these. But I like having the Paci clips on hand so that once they do get a little bigger and they like pop the Paci out, you can clip it on them. That way it doesn't keep falling on the floor. So these are an absolute must-have. I'll link her shop in the description box. And then she also does teethers. You guys, these teethers. They're so cute. I have so many of them. There's a unicorn one, a pretzel one, a mermaid one. I have tons more. These are just the ones that I grabbed. And the clips also work on those. You want to show them the pretzel one? Show them the pretzel one. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Is that for Emmy?
Yeah.
And so, and the clips work on these teethers, and they also work on the pacifiers too. You do have to get like an adapter, I think, for the SOOTHIEs, but anyway, definitely highly recommend the clip. And then I've tried not to like start buying her a bunch of hair stuff, but little bows. I got these, my sister-in-law hand makes bows. So these were like two that we got earlier this summer. And so I'm gonna have her make some more, but just a couple of like cute little hair things just to have, not necessarily like a must have, but nice to have for like pictures, or you know, maybe in the hospital you want to take a cute picture with your baby or something, or if it's a boy, get like a cute hat. A couple things that I don't have with me because I've just ordered. Okay, so there are a couple other items that I need to show you guys that I don't have physically with me. So this is the jogging stroller that I have. It's in storage right now until the garage gets unpacked, but it is the Bob Revolution Flex Dually jogging stroller in Sedona Orange. And this one I love. I absolutely love it. Obviously you can just get a single if you only have one baby, but I have the double obviously because I've got the other two kids and we got it back when I was pregnant with Jack. So I definitely think some kind of a stroller is a must-have for me because I do a lot of fitness. I teach outdoor classes. I need a jogger. I need something that can handle the terrain. So the Bob has been amazing for me. I also have a single City Mini, but I do not like it. It is very hard to maneuver. So this is my absolute favorite. If you are someone who's more active or you're planning on being active once you have your baby, I highly recommend getting a Bob stroller. Then the other must-have is obviously a car seat, which, like I said, because Jack's expired, I need to order a new one. This is the same exact one that we have. It's literally sitting in our garage as well, only it's red. It's the KEYFIT, CHICO KEYFIT 30 infant car seat. And I just picked This color is called Papyrus, but I'm gonna order this one probably right after this. But I love the Chico. I feel like it's really easy to use. It's very sleek. It's very like nice aesthetically, and it just is very user friendly. I've used a Chico with each of my babies, and so I can't speak for a lot of other seats, but I absolutely love the Chico KEYFIT 30. Another must-have obviously is a changing table, which with Jackson I have like this wooden changing table topper that goes on his dresser, which I guess I could totally use, but I want something for in my room. So I'm getting this Stork Craft Graco changing table, and I like it because it has wheels, so I could move it if I needed to. And so I will be ordering this probably within the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to get things a little bit at a time, so I'm not like bombarding myself with everything. This is the changing pad that I plan on using. So it's actually a newborn lounger, but I just thought it would be really cute for the changing table, so with the braid around it. And so that is what I'll be getting instead of just like the traditional white pad. So I'll be using that for the top of her changing table. Definitely needs some kind of a changing table pad. That's a must-have regardless of whether you want a nice one, you're like me and you want something a little fancier. Okay guys, so obviously I had to film this in 2 segments because my camera died earlier, and I just wanted to show you those extra things because I do think that you do need some kind of stroller and travel system, and obviously car seat is a must, but I just wanted to show you my personal favorites of everything, and I'll link it all down in the description box below. We also are using a crib. It's at my mother-in-law's house. It's one that she's had for a while, has a brand new mattress, and it's really nice, and it'll match my bed. So it's actually going to go next to my bed for a while. My bedroom is huge, so we're just going to do like a I'm gonna call it a nursery nook, and so I'll show you guys that once I get it all set up. But we have her crib coming, so that's obviously a must-have too. There are so many good ones out there. You really just have to decide what one you want. That's one of those things that is really up to the mom, like if you want to spend the extra on it. We've had really nice cribs in the past, and I've just never used them, or I've rarely used them. So this time I am gonna just take the one that she has because she offered to give it to me anyway, and so I have no problem with the hand-me-down crib because it's still in really great condition. But some of the other littler things, it's just nice to know what kind of brands people like and all of that fun stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more must-have videos, maybe toddler must-haves, mom must-haves, then let me know in the comments below. And also if you're a first-time mommy, or if you're second or third or fourth, fifth, let me know in the comments below as well, and see kind of like what everyone's favorite baby product is, or what your baby must-have product is. I would love to hear ideas from other people. Like I said, I love watching videos like this because it just gives you ideas that maybe you wouldn't have thought of, or maybe you haven't found that one thing you really like yet. Anyway, so you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for watching so much, and there's someone pulling up to my house. Next time, bye guys.